Hello, my name's Jeff Grooms, and today I'd like to talk about optimism. Optimism is a blessing. Optimism is what this world needs. You may say, well, you can say that because you're just a naturally optimistic person, and yeah, that would be a true statement. I am naturally optimistic, but I don't always feel that way. You know, I'm like everybody else. I get down and discouraged at times myself. But I don't allow myself to stay there long. And I think that is the key. Optimism is a choice. You may say, well, you know, I'm just that way. I was born that way. My parents were that way. That's just the way I grew up. And when I look at a glass, it's half empty. When you look at a glass, it's half full. But you know, if you've ever spent very much time with a chronically pessimistic person, you'll realize that it's not good for anybody. It's not good for that person, and it's certainly not good for the people that are around them. So you might ask, how can I become more optimistic? Well, I have 3 steps to help you become more optimistic today. Number 1, open your Bible every morning and read Jeremiah 29, verse 11. I'll read it now. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. How can you be a pessimistic person knowing that God has good plans for you? Read that every day. Number 2, make it a habit of seeing the very best in other people. And I know that's not easy to do sometimes, especially if you just have a habit of thinking the worst of people when you meet them. But here's how you can do that. You can practice by just picking out random people, maybe at the grocery store, and creating a story about them in your mind. Think about what a great parent they are and how they love their kids and they spend time with them and they love to take them to the park. Think about what a great husband he is. He spends time with his wife and treats her like a queen. He helps out his elderly neighbors. He does this, he does that. Come up with a story in your mind. And I know that may sound a little bit hokey, but it works. After a while, when you meet a new person, you'll naturally start thinking the very best of that person. Number 3, visualize your future and see yourself accomplishing all of your goals and all of your dreams every day. Of course, that assumes that you've got goals and you've got dreams. If you don't have that, that's foundational. You have to back up. You have to come up with those dreams and those goals. And then if you visualize yourself attaining those things, you will be a more optimistic person. And a belief in yourself is the beginning to optimism. Learning to be optimistic is a process, like everything else, but it's so much better than going through life thinking the worst is about to happen and everybody is out to hurt you. Optimism is a choice. Thank you for watching today, and I hope you have a great day.